Hello and welcome to the Pokematic podcast with a little bit of Catholic controversy and
Mskate.
yeah, so we're getting out of Soul on Fire, a sort of Christian movie, right?
The John O'Leary story. He wrote the book On Fire.
Yep, and this is the movie adaptation of his story and just sort of a biopic.
And it's a Christian base. The name they picked is the title of a song by I forget who it's by. I'll look it up.
Yeah, you'll look it up as I'm kind of giving you the brief synopsis. So it's about the story follows a guy who, when he was 9 or 8 or whatever.
10.
Oh, he was 10?
10, yeah.
Yeah, he was playing with matches and gasoline, where he lit himself on fire and got third-degree burns like over his entire body. And he had like a 1% chance of living. But he made it. He pulled through. And the movie, it covers him. It tells the story of his recovery and just how he kept fighting. And just how it was just hard for him. And he's a big Cardinals fan, and the announcer, John Buck, who I guess is a very famous guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he heard his story at a benefit dinner, and then he just came and visited him in the hospital and helped encourage him to get better. And said, when you get out of this hospital, we're going to have a John O'Leary Day at the Cardinals Stadium. And then they did have John O'Leary Day at the Cardinals Stadium. And the interesting thing is that the movie kind of jumps a little bit back and forth between him as an adult, him as a kid, and him as a college student. Because it shows okay, he gets mobility, dexterity back in order to be able to be self-reliant. But it cuts between that and just the hard struggle that he had of getting all that dexterity back, learning to write, learning to walk, learning to feed himself. Very interesting, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so John Buck wasn't ever a baseball player, but he became a sports commentator in college. He went to Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
And the song is Soul on Fire by Third Day, featuring all sons and daughters. Third Day's a really good band.
All right, yeah, so the movie, it's a very inspirational story, and just it's a very feel-good movie because it's about someone who basically had everything ripped from him, including his fingers. Had to amputate him because the burns were so bad. And just how he continued to just get back into life, and how he became a contractor and worked that job even, and found a way to do that, even though, as I said in the movie, he couldn't even hold a hammer. And how he got over his fear of public speaking in order to be an inspiration to other people. And then also just breaking down his fear of his past. Just, all in all, just really feel a good movie. And as we kind of mentioned, it is it's not like the preachy Christian film that everyone looks down on. It's no, it's just straight up inspirational story about a Christian who has strong faith in God and beat the odds through a miracle. But it's not all just about that.
Yeah, it's not like I Can Only Imagine by Mercy Me. And it's funny, it has the same producer and director as Soul Surfer, which is the movie about Bethany, I forget her last name, who lost her arms in a shark attack. Bethany Hamilton. And her movie was very similar. They never went to church in the book, but this stuff can't happen unless you have faith.
Yeah. So it's like it does cover that, but doesn't like beat you over the head with it, if you will.
And it's funny, it's Soul Surfer and Soul on Fire. I don't think that was an accident.
Oh yeah, it probably wasn't an accident.
And it's like they could have given the movie another title, and I don't think people would automatically know it's a Christian movie, but they gave it a name that all the Christian music fans and people who are in the know are going to want to see that movie.
Yep.
But it doesn't exclude people who wouldn't recognize it for that.
Yeah, and again, it's just a really good feel-good movie about someone who just built his life after after a terrible downturn accident. And there were a couple of times where it's like, okay, I could see like some of the lower budget elements of this, because it's like there were a couple of shots where I'm like, that is on a green screen. I can very clearly tell that has green screen artifacting. But that's just me being someone who's done video production and knows how to look for those sort of things. One thing that was really cool is that there's some like real actors in here, like recognizable guys. Buck, he is, I don't know his name like off the top of my head right now, but he was like one of the guys in Wild Hogs and Pleasantville and Shameless. He was in those are the three that I can think of that he was in off the top of my head. And then the dad was also something, right?
William Macy.
Yeah, William Macy. He was
Sean Corbett as Dennis.
Yeah.
He's been in a ton of movies.
So yeah, it's like real actors.
He was in the show Parenthood that I loved.
Oh yeah.
Who's the grandpa?
Yep. So, yeah, great movie. Definitely recommend. It was just a little odd because it was like we had to drive kind of far away. Right on?
Yeah, it wasn't available, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these Christian movies, I mean, like, St. Carlo movie was available here, but I think it's because there's a lot of Catholic churches. But when we wanted to see that Father Stu, we also had to go to this one.
Yeah, it's like you have to, some of them you just kind of have to find your way, but, that's okay. It's not like when I drove 30 minutes to see another movie, but that was like a really limited release. This was pretty wide release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can, go see it. It's a great movie. It's a bit of a heartstring tugger, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah. All right, well, this has been Pokematic signing off and bye. You want to say anything?
Mskate said bye.
Okay. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the end card. So yeah, just a couple days after seeing it. Yeah, still just a great movie. It's a good one. Definitely recommend. And it's kind of nice being able to do this because it's like now I've got the perfect thing to make for a Pokematic preview for the YouTube channel to try to build the appeal and acceptance and adoption of Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey, and any other alternative video platforms I might find. But it's like those are the main three ones I'm using right now. So yeah, it's primarily a Pokematic video, but it does have a little bit of Catholic controversy in it, so perfect crossover fit. So on that note, if you do want to see more from me, and you're on YouTube, you got to check out my socials in order to see them on the actual platforms I post to. So you got to check out the Blue Sky and Twitter in order to see what else is out there that I make. And all those normal YouTube, like, upvote, buzz, whatever you got to do, show your love, subscribe, all that good stuff. Then, couple of different ways in which you could help support the show. It's like you got my different books and audio book and audio library and other things that I've done that's a little bit of paywall, but nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Just some good, well-written books, if you ask me, and sound effects library of multiple different sound effects to help boost the quality of your productions. And then there's also my Patreon. You can hit me up there or check out my sub Nano. Or you can join Swagbucks and get a reward for doing stuff online like shopping and cashback and surf and earn and that good stuff. It's like a recommended video. I think I might recommend my Carlo Acutis documentary that I saw, because that's also another good one, and that helps promote my website, which is just a place where you can catch up on all the past stuff that I've done, including things that have been link rotted. Yeah, I should probably work on trying to get some of those re-upload. Oh well, one day. Then there's also the adventure blog, which is just all my things that I do. They're just my adventures. Okay, well, I think I've covered it all. I haven't missed something that's down below. Okay, well, bye.